And welcome back to the game. Super fun time I had on the base radio. Go check out the interview below. Juntao, Relum, and the only wonderful guys. And it was a fun time being on the show Sunday. Hope to be back talking with my friends there. Go help them out. Go support them. Thank you. Also, fans, you guys are great. Those that showed up, super loyal. God damn it. I love you. Now let's talk a little bit. Let's talk not just a little bit. Let's talk a lot of it about ship sales. Some people really tired. Some people are like, you know what? I am so tired of this cycle, this candy cycle. You know, it looks so good, it tastes so good, and then it rots the fucking teeth out of my mouth. They're tired of seeing this cycle over and over again. And why? It comes down to playability. Imagine you're excited. You want this new ship that you're seeing. Great, I just paid anywhere from $50 all the way up to God knows what on this new ship that I just bought from the RSI website. Oh my God, it's great. I'm logging in. I'm gonna play the game. I bought everything I needed to buy. I got my blazing fast i7 processor. I got all the memory you can imagine. I got my 1080 graphics card. I got my SSD drives. I got everything that I need to get going and get playing. Oh my gosh, I'm logging in. Great, here I'm getting into my ship. 10 frames per second, 15 frames per second, 20 frames per second. Wait a second, what's happening here? I'm not having a good experience in this brand new ship I bought. It's supposed to be kick-ass, and I'm not having it because they need to work on optimization. And yes, I know optimization normally happens at the very end of the development stage. I get it. But if you want those ship sales to remain healthy, and this is the #1 source of revenue, and I will get into that very soon, I would say that you need to keep this end of the spectrum very, very healthy, pun intended. You need to make sure that you actually are focusing on the fact that people are having good experiences so that they want to buy the next ship. Now, one of 3 things happens when people lose the taste for buying the ships because of their bad experience in game, and that is, 1, they lose faith and just want a refund, which we've seen a little spattering of here and there. 2, they wait until the next patch and hope for the best, which is, you know, primarily what most of us land into, at least I hope so. Or 3, they just leave the game for a really long period of time, never to buy another ship because they can come back and buy it for in-game credits, which cost them absolutely nothing when the game is released. Why, DG, do you say that ship sales are their primary source of revenue when we're talking about all the subscriptions that they have? We don't know what their subscription count is. We don't know how many subscribers they have. They're paying the $10 to $20 a month. And because we don't know it, because it's not published, because the only thing I found on the internet was over 2 years ago on a Reddit post, I can tell you they're not displaying it because they're not really proud of the number. If they were proud of the number and they had a huge subscription base, they would display it. They would say, here it is. We're not hiding it. Chris Roberts stated, you know what? We're taking all that money and we're pushing it towards the production of our Around the Verse shows and our YouTube productions. So it tells me that they're not really making tons of revenue on their subscription side. Ship sales being primary revenue. Now let's talk about it and go. I love the fact that they have a huge diversity of ships. My God, if they only had 3, I'd say fuck you and I'd throw it in the trash. I would never come back to it again. Sure, some of them are not flyable yet, but they're being put on the design table and they will continue to come out. So why are you worried? Some people are tired of this process. And you know, I've noticed that the sales are a little flat lately. They're having a couple 1 to 2 million months rather than 2 to 3 million months. And I think people are getting tired of the cycle where the ships are being pushed down their throat and they're saying enough is enough. I don't want to worry about ship sales. I want more stability. I want more optimization. I want more performance. And those 2 words are going to be thrown out tons this year. Optimization and performance. You're going to see it just as much as you saw fidelity last year. Fidelity was all you heard. Now you're going to see it with optimization. That's going to be the new word. And performance. And you're going to see this because people want to come back to the game and they want to have stable frame rates. Lots of members of my community say, DG, you know, the optimization comes at the end. But I would tell you this, in order for there to be a continued sustainable revenue within ship sales, you're going to have to make sure that people want to return to the game. There has to be a returnability factor. There has to be a playability factor. People got to log in and then say, you know what, I want to log in again. I want to log in again. I want to log in again. And the only reason that you're going to see people do that is when they start to see stable frame rates. Well, get a better system, DG. You should have a better system. Many people have better systems. In fact, when I was on the base radio and talked with the guys, I noticed that they too are having issues with frame rates, and they're completely fine with it because they know what it takes for the developmental process to get to the point it needs to get that stability, and it will come down the road. I'm fine with the 15 to 25 frame rates I have with my beast of a system that can more than handle the specifications of what Sigur's telling me that it needs, and there's a lot of people that have bad taste in their mouth because of that very fact. Here's the specifications. Here's what you need to play the game. Okay, great, I have it. Okay, I log in. what the fuck's wrong with my frame rate? And a lot of people can't make that connection that, hey, this game is in the development stage. I can't say that enough. You know, when it comes down to being a hardcore supporter that understands the process versus just your simple fan, there's not many of us, guys. That's what I'm trying to get across to you guys. In order for the game to be successful, we got to drop this kind of elitist attitude where we think we're the only people that matter and that the people that don't get it just don't get it. Fuck, dudes. If you guys are really thinking that way, you're going to have a serious problem with bringing in as many people as you can to make this game a success, because you're basically telling people that if you don't get it, fuck you. You can't really say that. Like, you can think it all you want, but the more vocal you are about that, the more people you turn off. The more people you turn off, the less money you get for the game. The less money you get for the game, the less of a reality that it becomes. You have to be very open. You have to be, you know, this is very analogous to like when you have a girlfriend and you really love her, and or a boyfriend, whoever, and you really love them, but they just aren't getting the words that are coming out of your mouth. But you love them, but no matter what you do on a particular point that you have, they aren't getting it. And then you come down to this question: do you love them enough to say, hey, I'm going to accept the fact that they're not really understanding where I'm coming from? Or are you going to split up with them and say, fuck you? Now, a lot of the audience in Star Citizen right now is basically divorcing the people that don't get it. They're saying, fuck you. Now, that's not necessarily the greatest thing to do, because when you're with your significant other that you really love and you say fuck you, you lose a lot of the benefits of being with that person. There's a lot of things that you have to take into account. You have to take into account, can they cook good? You know, is the sex good? Do we share a lot of similar passions together? And you know, you have to take all these things into account. So what I'm saying is there are plenty more people who don't get the fact that we're in the development process, because this is a very brand new way of bringing out a game where the fans are funding it, versus those who do get it. We are in an avalanche right now. People that don't understand that we're in the development phase, that it's just coming down on our heads right now. It is raining deliriously ignorant people falling down on our heads that don't get the fact that this game is in development phase. And there's a lot of people that are resentful of that are saying, you know what, middle fingers in the sky to everybody. And you can't do that. If you're in a relationship, you gotta accept those flaws. And you love Star Citizen, don't you? Okay, then you have to kind of love the people that don't get it. That in itself takes you off that elitist ladder. Get yourself off that ladder. Climb down and be amongst those people. I know it might make you sick to your stomach, but you understand they are also people that make this game successful. This game relies upon everyone, even people that don't get the fact that we're in the development phase. Stop being so goddamn elitist. These people matter too. And you have to explain to people. You have to explain to people that, hey, we are in the development process. You get a lot of people that say scam citizen on my videos and so upset about this because they're not used to this process. They've never done it before. They don't know what it takes. I accept them. I accept them. And I can understand where they're coming from. And I'm going to move past it. And I'm going to say, okay, it's cool to vent your frustrations, but let's talk about how we make this game successful as a whole. Let's stop separating everybody and let's just explain it so that people understand that you guys are in a new era of gaming, that this is being worked on while you're watching it, while you're playing it, while you're supporting it and giving it money. The more that we explain the process, the more accepting and kind and polite we are as a citizen base, the more warm we appear, the better it's going to be. It's just like a relationship, and the game itself, the process will be so much better. But you still have that one very key element to making ship sales successful, and that has everything to do with the playability, with the optimization, with the performance. And that definitely needs to be worked on. Now, I got a lot of people in 3.1. They're telling me, you know what, DG, I don't notice much of a difference to the frame rates. I'm still having hiccups. I'm still having problems. They still need to optimize. They still need performance. Here we go. And this is what I'm talking about. This is the #1 problematic issue facing the longevity of ship sales. In order for people to be excited about the ship sales, they gotta want to log into the game and fly them, and they want decent experiences. So let's get those experiences up, and let's get those ship sales back up where they need to be, because they're getting a little flat. And let's really focus on the fact that we should become better citizens and more accepting. Just take a breath. Take a breath right now and become better citizens. That's my advice. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to become a patron. Wonderful giveaway, $150 value. Go check out that video. Thank you, Jag, for being awesome and doing that for us in our community. And go check out our Discord link below, guys. And that is the entire video. Let me tell you guys what a pleasure it is to make these videos for you guys. And make sure you guys are commenting down below, because I love to see them. I want to hear what your thoughts and views are with it when it comes to the ship sales. And I want to hear what you guys think is the solution. My solution is you have to focus on the optimization here, which is the new word that you're going to hear. So thank you very much. And you know what? I couldn't do this without you guys. Keep up the great support. Keep up this 10,000. We're going to hit 10,000. We are going to hit 10,000 subscribers, and we're going to have a wonderful party on stream. Make sure you're involved with everything that I do, guys, because I want to see you guys and I want to hear you guys. Can't wait to see you on the next vid.